Understanding autism doesn't change what you see, it changes how you see. Changing how we see the world. Rethinking normal. 100 years ago, left-handedness was seen as a flaw. Kids were trained out of it, punished even, being told that the left hand is the hand of the devil. Today, we don't even think twice about it. It's just a difference. The same kind of shift is happening now with autism and neurodiversity. Because, here's the thing, normal is a social construct. It's just what a system decided to expect. And if you don't meet those expectations, people assume you're behind, even if you're actually ahead in other ways. That's why I believe so strongly in merit and results. Let people show you what they can do, not based on how well they play the social game, but based on what they actually bring to the table. I mean, here's a quote that I think fits well here, okay? Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. So then the real question becomes, what if our schools, our jobs, even our social rules were designed differently? Who would thrive in that system? Understanding autism helps us see that potential doesn't always look the way we expect. But if we're honest, results have always mattered more than just fitting in. Maybe it's time we build systems that recognize talent in all its form, not just the ones that look normal. Empathy in practice. Empathy isn't just a feeling, it's a behavior. It's not about saying I care, it's about showing it. That means having patience with silence, with stimming, with moments of overwhelm or meltdown. It means not flinching or withdrawing when someone needs space or expresses emotional differently. It also means validating someone's needs, even if you don't personally experience them. You don't have to get overwhelmed by noise to respect that someone else does get overwhelmed by noise. True inclusion isn't just having the right words or slogans. Inclusion is behavioral, not just symbolic. It's in the small choices, offering quiet support, respecting communication, not judging someone's body language or processing time. Understanding autism teaches us how to hold space for others, not just as a concept, but in how we interact moment by moment. And the truth is, this kind of mindful connection doesn't just help autistic people, it makes us all better. Learning from autism. Traits like honesty, routine, loyalty, pattern thinking are often associated with autistic people, and too often they're misunderstood or undervalued. Again, these aren't flaws, they're strengths. In a world full of distractions and filters, radical honesty and deep focus are rare. A strong sense of routine, well, that's stability. Having pattern recognition, that's the foundation of innovation. Again, from coding to science to creative problem solving. So, let's ask a better question here. How might autistic values help society? What if these traits, dependability, clarity, precision, weren't just tolerated but actively appreciated? And while we're asking questions, let's look at ourselves. What do we think about what intelligence should in fact look like, or how people should really behave? The idea is when understanding autism, it challenges those assumptions. It reminds us that different doesn't mean broken, it means valuable. How your perspective changes. When you truly begin to understand autism, your entire perspective on life, it will change. You begin to see that so much of what we call normal is just habit and expectation, not a truth. You stop assuming intention, stop labeling people as difficult or weird. You start noticing how often we judge behavior without understanding the context behind it. And that's where the shift happens. You start asking instead of judging. You become more aware of different communication styles, sensory needs, and people's emotional responses. And you start to appreciate minds different from your own. Not just in theory, but in everyday life, at home, at work, and in your relationships. That's kind of why understanding autism can change your perspective on life. It teaches you to slow down, take that step back, listen better, to meet people where they are, not where you expect them to be. As I have learned high expectations actually are a thief of joy. But that's just because the show don't really have, big, those kinds of expectations, which, they're not helpful. But when it comes to this, the more you practice that kind of understanding, the more human you actually become. Not just towards others, but also towards yourself. You gotta be kind to yourself. This understanding doesn't just change how you see autistic people, it changes how you see everyone.
If you found this helpful, like and subscribe. The doctor is out.